everyone, welcome back to my channel. Sarah here. Today's ink swatching is brought to you by my awesome pen friend Jane, who sent me some ink in a gorgeous happy inky mail package. She also, for my birthday, got me a traveler's notebook, B-Side and Rarities, the super lightweight notebook, which I've been using. I'm prepping for a job interview at the moment, and I've committed that notebook to just doing all my research and prep. So I don't have it with me right now because it's at work, but I'm going to do a bit of another, I think just like a thoughts and rambly journal video soon. So I'm going to include it in that. But thank you, Jane. It is beautiful. So at the moment, I try and basically film one night a week because life's hectic, which means I'm filming a few videos at once. And I just did my inky rainbow, and I did it inspired by Karina Loves to Plan, and it was so awesome that I'm gonna do this one in the same way because I had so much fun. It did bleed through slightly just with the first one, but I don't think it's a bother. So, and one thing, if you ever get happy mail from Jane, is every part of it is just so thoughtful. Like I'm not as creative as her, so I'm like, all right, I'll put it in a bag and here's a letter. Whereas it's curated. So even the ink came in this beautiful, especially for you, sweet bag. So I'm very excited. 5 inks. I've had a brief look, but on purpose, I haven't looked up swatches of them or anything like that. And I have not tried any of these inks. So that's always super exciting. I'm just going to put them up here and we'll just go in randomly. And we're going to start off with this one. This is Teranishi Inks Emotional Olive. I am using Opera Rose at the moment and love it. It is amazing. I used the whole sample because I just loved it so much. I want to get a bottle. So let's start with this. I'm still getting the hang of this. I said in my when I was doing the rainbow that Karina makes it look so seamless when she does it, and I don't feel that is the experience when you watch me do it, but it's still kind of cool. Ooh, straight away loving it. Ooh. So I just kind of smush it around. I was at work the other day in a pretty important meeting, and I couldn't think of the word merge. I wanted to talk about something merging and I could not think of it. And so I went, I just want to smush it together. And people didn't know what I was talking about. Look at that, and it's kind of like a love heart. So Emotional Olive, it's jumpy. There's, when you first put it down, it looks kind of like this darker browny green, but then as it dries, there's these pockets of this really vibrant green coming through that kind of reminds me of Vert Olive, with that olive oil color. But it's so cool. It's just not consistent throughout it. So it's, wow. That's so beautiful. And the brown is quite warm, and maybe that's why those pockets of the vibrant green really stand out, because it creates quite a contrast. So first cab off the rank, really awesome. Speaking of olive oil, Terran. I went for my 9-year wedding anniversary last night. My anniversary was a little while ago, but last night we finally went out to dinner, and we went to Smith & Daughters, which is a restaurant in Collingwood in Melbourne, and it's all vegan food, but really amazing food. And they'll do things like there's a dish called peri peri chicken, but it's not chicken, things like that. And it's not, anyway, it was amazing. Everything we had was incredible. But for dessert, we got I think it was called a torta, but basically chocolate cake, and it had a scoop of a vanilla ice cream on top and then a drizzle of olive oil over the top. And my wife was really keen to try it. I was like, is the olive oil going to be slimy? I wasn't sure, but oh my God, I stand corrected. You take a bite and then you get the richness of the chocolate and then the coolness of the vanilla, and then the olive oil kind of came in afterwards and just elevated everything. It was so yum. So if you live in Melbourne and you haven't been to Smith & Daughters before, it's a big recommend from me. It was really amazing. And we actually had a couple of hours just us without the kids. How cool is that? Next up is Private Reserve Arabian Rose. And I already know, even just from Jane's label there, that I'm going to love this ink. Pardon me, there's no chance that I'm not going to fall in love with this ink. Dusty dark pink. I mean, is there anything more you want in life? World peace, no corruption, and poverty, equal rights. But in terms of ink, I mean, I don't really like this glob, but look. So what if I come, I think I did it too close. What do you think? Should I come in here? I think maybe what I'm doing is I'm actually doing too much. I'm overthinking it. I just need to kind of put it down, smush around, and then leave it up. But that is just, oh, that's such a beautiful ink. So this is, oh wow, it feels really nice on the nib as well. I don't know much about private reserve inks. I don't think I've ever inked up a pen with one, but that feels really nice on that nib. So I'm guessing it's on the wetter side. It's just a beautiful, I don't even know if it's red enough to be a burgundy. It's like a pinky purple burgundy, but where it's drying, there's like this kind of cool dark purple coming through, and then the lighter bit's the pink. It's really beautiful. Oh, that's gorgeous. All right, I'll clean out my syringe and we'll go to the next one. Next up, Ferris Wheel Press Storied Blue. Looks kind of looks teal in the vial, but not so much in the writing sample. So interested to give this one a go. I feel like this might be a little bit muted as well, which means it's going to be another one I love. They were too close together, so I'm going to come down here. 5. It's going all out. All right. Maybe what if I talk and I think about it less? So, see, I don't know. I did that and then. I feel like my ones on the other page were a bit better. These are a bit different, but still cool. You know what? There's something cool about it. I'm just going to leave it. So, definitely a blue. It's interesting, we're kind of getting, there's a similarity in all these inks, and maybe it's with this swatching is you're seeing the dark and the light that's making up, in this one, these two especially, I can really see the layers. This is almost in reverse though. I almost feel like there's that lightness underneath, and then that's what's drying first, and then it's coming in with this almost grey, isn't it? Can you see that? But it's like a warm grey maybe. That's really beautiful. So far, these inks are absolutely beautiful, Jane. So this is Ferris Wheel. Is it going to fit? Press. Storied Blue. What I also love, these two inks are on the lighter side, but absolutely no issue with how they're writing in a fine nib, which makes a grumpy Sarah with very bad eyesight super, super happy. I don't know if blinders are bad, guys. I wear glasses, worn glasses since I was 9, short-sighted, very, very short-sighted, and I have astigmatism in one eye. So even with glasses, super light things I definitely do struggle with. To this day, if I ever have to look at a whiteboard, if people are writing with like even red, but like orange or yellow whiteboard markers, that's just me cleaning the syringe. I just really struggle. And I think that's probably why I do harp on about things that are legible, or because I want to be able to see it. So 3 down, 2 to go. The last 2 are Private Reserve inks. So this is Private Reserve Daphne Blue. Great name. I got bored, not bored, but you know, when we first had our daughter, and you have like toys and stuff, and Bunny was Bunny and Piggy was Piggy, and you know, we got what looks like electric blue on there. We got a little dinosaur, and I decided that the dinosaur's name was Daphne. So I quite like the name Daphne, and it's said quite often in our household. But she says Daphne. So look at that. That is a bright and punchy blue, which, I mean, past Sarah's not going to believe, but I'm actually really enjoying at the moment. I'm writing at the moment with Van Diemen's Tassie Seasons Summer Wineglass Bay, very similar to this, and really enjoying it. So I think I want to give Konpeki another go and then add this one to the list as well. Look at that. So maybe it's a Private Reserve thing, because again, this feels really nice on the nib. Daphne Blue. I wonder if these inks are on the wetter side, maybe. Because, you know, sometimes you can feel a bit of a drag, but this just feels really lovely without feeling like the dip pen's going to run away from me either. Which is always a bonus. All right, I'll just clean my syringe and then we'll do the lucky last. Okay, lucky last, as I said before, another Private Reserve ink, and this is Cadillac Green. Now I've got that song from Dreamgirls in my head, on that Eddie Murphy sings. Got me a Cadillac, Cadillac, Cadillac. I'll stop singing, spare everyone though. I didn't finish the sentence. The earache. Ooh, all right. Oh, nice saturated green here. I have to leave a space to write. That was also, I don't know why my voice just did what it did. Wow. Kind of reminds me of Ciro maybe. Just a punchy green. Really punchy and beautiful. Not really seeing any shading or anything, but super intrigued to see what this bit here, like that big pool, that how that dries. Make sure I don't have ink on my hands. I'll just write up in here. Is that a thing? Were Cadillacs this color? Cadillac. So there you have it, everyone. 5 awesome inks given to me from my pen friend Jane. She's at JP Pen and Inks. Definitely head over and check out her channel because she's awesome. So these, we have Terranossi Inks, Emotional Olive, Private Reserve, Arabian Rose, also from Private Reserve, Daphne Blue and Cadillac Green, and then in the middle here, Ferris Wheel Press Storied Blue. And I think the middle 2 might be my favourite. I think, yeah, these 2 are my favorite. I've been using Sailor Hinoki lately, and that actually really reminds me of it. So there's something about this grey light blue that I am being drawn to use at the moment. So there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you've used any of these inks and you love them or hate them, definitely let me know. As always, if you could hit like and subscribe, that would be great, and I'll chat to you guys again soon. Bye.